Welcome to the show where the vibes matter more than the facts.
We're literally just talking.
I'm your host, Amanda, and I came prepared today, emotionally, not factually. And with me, as always, is my wonderful partner, Nikki. Say hi, Nikki.
Hi.
We have a great episode for you today, so let's go! I know what time it is, and Nikki knows what time it is, but I don't know if you guys know what time it is. And if not, let me tell you. It's time to warm up our yappers and have a few laughs over something completely nonsensical. Let's pregame. All right, if your personality got hired before your resume, what job do you think you'd accidentally end up with?
Sales.
You think that you would be a salesman?
I don't know.
Nikki, I don't think you would be a very good salesman. You don't like to talk to people.
Yeah.
Okay, say you did sell things. Say you ended up with a sales job tomorrow. What are you selling me?
Cars.
Cars?
Yeah.
You can go up to the dealership of the street, make us some money selling cars. Cars? What kind of cars?
Trucks.
What? Is there something about you I don't know? Are you a big...
I know nothing about trucks.
But you think you could sell trucks?
Maybe.
Like big redneck trucks or like big rigs? What kind of trucks specifically?
Like a Ford pickup truck. That was just an example.
Okay, so like just a pickup truck. You would be selling pickup truck.
Yeah, I just drive a pickup truck.
You're just a dude that got a new truck and you're like, everybody should have a truck.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a truck. You need to haul shit. You need to drag shit.
Yeah.
So you're just actually someone who bought a truck and is just really excited to tell people about it. That's your sales pitch.
That's me.
Oh my God. Now, say you did work in like a dealership. Like, would you have a salesman persona, or would you just be yourself, just excited to have a truck?
Yeah, just excited to have a truck.
How much truck knowledge are you gonna fake before someone realizes you're just describing the vibes of having a truck? Like, are you gonna go full blown into it like, it's got a Hemi? Or like, what are you doing? This bed can fit X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, like...
Or just gonna make shit up?
Yeah, I'll just put shit in it.
That's why you'd be a good salesman, I guess. Because you'd just be like, look at all the shit I can fit in my truck. You should get one.
Yeah.
Are you gonna accidentally become invested in trucks? Like, are you gonna accidentally be like, I fucking love trucks?
I don't think so. I don't like trucks.
What are some upgrades for the trucks that you think that would be a selling point? Like, what would you look at a truck and be like, this is a selling point for what I'm trying to sell? This one has this, and this one has this.
Horsepower.
The fact that you said it like that, horsepower. Do you know what horsepower
No.
is? I don't either, so I can't quiz you on it.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I have no idea how many horses power this truck.
Do you know that this one gallops at a speed of 10 miles per hour? It's got about 6
That's
horses.
slow.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Just got about 6 horses up in here.
Yeah.
Somebody comes up and asks you, but like, how much horsepower does this truck have? And you'd be like, 10. 10 Clydesdales. And I know you were thinking. Okay, what else though? Like, it has to be like, you can't just sell a truck on horsepower. Not everybody cares about horsepower. Some people care about color or look or brand, or well, I guess brand is a make or model. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what are some selling points that you're a salesman, Nikki? Sell me a truck.
Durability.
That's a good one. How would you sell me a truck on how would you describe its durability, I guess?
I don't know.
You are gonna fail. How are you gonna bring home the bacon in this economy if you can't even fake it?
I don't know.
Durability. What does that mean?
Like the truck bed.
Oh. Okay. So like, how would
Like-
you sell it? Like, this one can handle bloody
Rocks.
You could put a lot of rocks in this.
Yeah.
One. I don't have any need to put rocks in my truck bed. Try again.
Well, then you don't need a truck.
You're a truck salesman. You're supposed to want me to want a truck.
If you don't need rocks, then you don't need a truck.
Is that okay? So anybody out there that drives a pickup truck, if you do not haul rocks. You better sell your truck tomorrow. That includes you, Mickey. Sell your truck if you ain't
Mickey
got
might
rocks.
need rocks.
Do you think Mickey's ever hauled rocks on his truck?
Yeah, maybe.
Call him right now. Let's find out. As a salesman, it's important to brand yourself so people know. Like, what are you going to do as a salesman for trucks to set yourself apart? Are you going to have like a funny slogan, a little nickname? Like, you know how some dealerships are like, I don't know why, but immediately popping in my head is Doug Dimmadome. But
Did
like,
he
you know,
sell cars?
no, but like, you know what I mean? Like, what is going to set you apart from other truck salesmen? You're going to have a funny outfit, a funny jingle, commercials, benches. I don't know. What's going to set you apart and make me say, I got to go see Nikki for a truck?
Car inflatables.
Oh, like your reindeers and your
Yeah.
Santas. So are you, okay, when you say that, are you like giving away a car inflatable with every truck?
I mean, I guess.
This is your show, babe. What are you doing?
They're just in the truck. That's how people know me, because I drive around with them in my truck.
What if,
Inflatables in the truck.
imagine every truck you sell comes with a Nikki inflatable.
Yeah.
Does it have like I'm still thinking Doug Dimmadome. Does it have like a crazy hat? Like, is that what sets you apart? Is like, it's just like a cheesy little like inflatable that comes in the truck?
Yeah.
Instead of a bow on the truck,
It's an inflatable.
it's
of
an
me.
inflatable of you sitting in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And it has I'm just imagining it has like, you hit a bump and it's sound activated and it's like you have a little slogan. Now I feel like your commercial could be Nikki, matching people with trucks based entirely on vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be like, that redhead over there gets a big red truck. Or like, that man with a mustache gets a
Brown truck.
built tough, sold nervously. Because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's so funny. What question could a customer ask you that would make you panic immediately?
Literally anything about the truck.
I just don't know why you chose out of everything on the planet Earth to sell. You chose trucks. Knowing you, specifically me knowing you. Babe, what makes you you're going to sell trucks?
Yeah.
Oh my God. How do you think, like, if you worked in a dealership for trucks, how do you think your coworkers would view you?
Like I'm an idiot.
But imagine you're like,
The best salesman.
literally. How long do you think it would take before you accidentally call every truck this bad boy? Because you just run out of truck fast.
Oh, that'd probably be immediately.
Slap it on the hood. This bad boy.
Yeah. Like every truck that I sell is a bad boy.
I can see you kind of being on the lot and just being bad at this. No offense.
Well, yeah, obviously. I'd be bad at this.
But like assigning like personalities to the trucks you're selling. Like, oh, old Blue over
Name
there.
'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you'll be like, you can't buy that one.
Yeah, no.
That one's my friend now. Or be like, that one has been here for a long time. It's really sad.
Yeah, like
And
dogs
you need
at
to
the pound.
Yeah. You work at the truck pound. Old Yeller over here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you'll ever get Employee of the Month?
Yeah, I'm the best salesman at the dealership.
That knows nothing about trucks.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, with that being said, jobs are just part of life. Most people spend the majority of their time working, or at least pretending to.
Mm-hmm.
From dream roles to accidental professions we fell into because someone emailed us back, we're unpacking this wasn't the plan, but here we are, part of life. Whether you're chasing a passion, chasing a paycheck, or just chasing peace, this episode is for you, and we're calling this one a little less dream job and a little more survival mode. So we watched a movie recently that we can kind of relate to our episode today, and we wanted to talk about it before we kind of ease into our full-blown discussion. So we're going to take this opportunity to introduce a new segment that we're calling Spoilers Maybe. we watched a classic. It's one of my favorites. You'd never seen it before.
Mm-mm.
It's a Christina Applegate movie from 1991. You weren't even born yet.
I wasn't.
I was barely born. It's called Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter is Dead. If you haven't seen it, you definitely have to watch it. It's a cult classic nowadays, very quotable. Christina Applegate, she plays a 17-year-old named Sue Ellen. She's the oldest of 5 kids in the house, and her mom decides, she literally says that she's had a rough 37 years, so she's going to Australia. And when we watched it, I was like, girl, me too. Take me with you. Like, I deserve to go to Australia too. Fuck them kids.
Right.
But basically the mom leaves and leaves them with like a babysitter. And at first you think this babysitter is kind of going to be like nice and sweet. She's like, oh, I love to take care of other people's children. All my family is gone. And her mom leaves, and then all of a sudden the tables turn.
Mm-hmm.
And this babysitter's like, fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Like in real life. And I think she like, what she does, I don't remember what she does to Sue Ellen, but like she's like appalled by how Kenny lives.
Mhm.
Kenny's the like next oldest one. And he's got like weed stuff all over his room and Metallica. And she's like, oh my God, like clutching her pearls. And then the next youngest sister is like a tomboy. And she's like, girls should be sugar and spice. And like dresses her up all girly.
Mhm.
And then I feel like Walter, the youngest, isn't allowed to watch TV. And then she doesn't want the other one to have a little girlfriend. He's like a little Romeo
Mhm.
in the whole movie. So anyway, all the kids go to Sue Ellen and they're like, you're the oldest. You have to do something about this. Like, we can't handle
We
this.
hate her.
Yes. Like, this summer is going to be hell if we have to sit here with this old hag. So Sue Ellen's like, you're right. I got it, babe. Well, she goes and tells the old woman. Well, she tries to tell the old woman, I'm putting my foot down. Like, this is not how we're spending our summer. When she goes to do this, she realizes, oh, the babysitter's dead, just like the title implies. And again, as the title implies, they don't tell mom that the
Mm-mm.
babysitter's dead. And what do? First of all, I forgot they did this in this movie. The first thing they do is cover this woman with a California raisins
Oh yeah.
sheet. And I'm like, of all things, not the California raisins. And they package her up and they take her to the morgue and they leave a note and it's like, nice old lady inside, died of natural causes. So again, like, why aren't you telling your mom the babysitter's dead? But whatever. I guess we wouldn't have a movie if not. Also, nobody at the mortuary questioned a dead body just being dropped off. Maybe
Yeah.
because of how old she was, because she was old.
Yeah.
Like, I was actually surprised that the mom was gonna leave her 5 children with this like lady who
Old ass lady.
she honestly should have expected that she was gonna die. So they don't tell their mom, but then they realize all the money their mom left for the summer she's away while she's gallivanting in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
the old lady had on her person when they dropped her off. So like at this point, they have no money, no babysitter. I was just like, call your mom.
Right.
You need some money, babe. Like, where are we going to survive? But no, instead, Sue Ellen's like, you know what? I'm going to get a job.
Crazy.
And I'm going to take care of all of us this summer. And we're going to have the best summer ever. I'm like, ugh.
Sounds awful.
It does. Why are you rushing it, girl? You're 17. Why do you want to work? Go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So again, instead of telling an adult or getting anyone involved, she first gets a job at like a fast food restaurant, hates it, quits, doesn't know what to do, forges a resume.
Mm-hmm.
She literally copied it like out of a book and like just changed her name. And
Yeah.
like she gave herself like a master of arts
Yeah.
from what was the college?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Like Vassar. I don't know. That sounds right. And she's like, I have a master in fashion design. And
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. A master's in fashion design. And she finds this ad in the paper to be a receptionist. A very humble job. That would
Mhm.
work, right? So she finds this ad. She goes to apply. The receptionist at the place is very rude to her and gets up and walks away. And then, like, the lady who becomes her boss comes over and she's like, hey, where's my receptionist? She's like, oh, she'll be right back. She's like, I'm actually applying for the job to be the receptionist. She's like, let me see your resume. And she looks at it, she goes, oh my God, you are so overqualified. Because you dummy, someone with a Master of Arts is not going to be
Yeah.
receptionist. So basically, the lady's like, listen, you were applying for the job for this receptionist, and she was going to become my executive assistant. But to be honest, I don't like her. So I want you to be my executive assistant. And Sue Ellen's like, okay, hell yeah, I got this. Well, obviously, the receptionist is very pissed that she got passed up for the job that Sue Ellen eventually gets.
Mm-hmm.
And so she makes it her mission to like figure out what's what with Sue Ellen. So Sue Ellen fakes this whole ass identity. She gets other people to do her work. She's just flying by the seat of her pants, but it's working
Mhm.
at this company. Like every 5 seconds. Right on top of that, Rose. Like very quotable line, by the way. There is like a series of ups and downs and drama, of course, because what's a movie without that? It eventually leads to Sue Ellen coming up with a new fashion line to save the company that she was scamming at the age of 17,
Mhm.
mind you, and saves them from bankruptcy. And the way they do that is she hosts a party at her house for this new line because the company couldn't afford a banquet hall on account of Sue Ellen and her siblings stealing all the petty cash. And she makes everybody in the family help out. Like her siblings are waitresses wearing the uniforms that the company made, mind
Smart.
you. So her brother got really into Julia Childs and learned to cook. Like everybody's helping. Everybody's like contributing. And they almost pull it off, but the charade eventually ends when the mom comes home during that party for the company at her house, and Sue Ellen is forced to admit, like, oh, by the way, I'm 17 in front of all these buyers. And she, like, thinks the whole ruse is over and blah, blah, blah. And everybody hates her. And she's got to apologize to mom and she's got to apologize to Rose. And Rose is like, actually, that was genius. And my buyers don't give a shit that you were 17. I actually look good for getting, like, the young minds involved.
Mhm.
And so she offers Sue Ellen a job. And Sue Ellen's like, no, I'm just going to go to college. And I'm like, oh, now you're making good decisions.
Right.
You couldn't tell your mom that the babysitter was dead and to come home from Australia or to fix it
Mhm.
somehow, but you're going to go to college. Now you've learned your lesson. It's a cute movie, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, but adult me is like, girl,
Idiot.
call your mom. You don't have any money. Your babysitter died.
Yeah.
You dropped her off in a
At the morgue.
trunk at the morgue. It's so funny, but if you haven't seen it, you definitely should give it a watch. But again, my biggest question is, why the hell did she choose to work
Yeah.
rather than just tell her mom, you're 17, you have your whole life to work?
Mhm.
It's like my kids. My kids want to work.
Yeah, they're
And I'm
crazy.
like, they're like, we want money. And I'm like, yeah, but working
Yeah.
sucks. Ugh. As a kid, you do like want money and you think about like what you aspire to be and like your dream job and stuff. So what did you want to be when you grew up?
A teacher.
You did? Like your whole life you wanted to be a teacher, like when you were growing up? What made you choose that you wanted to be a teacher?
I just liked math.
Ew. I've never met someone who just goes, I like math. Freaking nerd.
Yeah.
I want to be the ice cream man.
That would be sick. I want to be the ice cream man right now.
Because, like, why wouldn't I want all the free ice cream I could eat? Like, why
Yeah.
I just drive around and I just sell ice cream, just access to ice cream all the time. You're thinking about math and I'm thinking about regular kid stuff. You're just like Sue Ellen,
Yeah.
freak. Or when I was a little older, I did want to be an astronomer
Mm.
because I was very terrified of space. And I thought if I learned everything there is to be, like, to know about space, that I wouldn't be so scared of it.
Oh my god.
But also, space is pretty cool.
It is kind of cool.
It's just really scary up there.
Yeah, it is scary up there.
It's funny you said you wanted to be a teacher because I also eventually wanted to be a teacher.
Mhm.
Like I went to school to be a teacher and I dropped out.
Yeah.
I wanted to be an art teacher, not a nerd teacher like you.
Sorry about it.
I did. I went to college for a few years to be a teacher. I was like, I've loved every art teacher I've ever had. I freaking loved art. Like, I've just recently got back into art too. Like,
Mhm.
I have refound my passion after college destroyed it for me, to be
Yeah.
honest. Because I went to school and it was such a new program at the college I was going to. And I was like, I want to be a teacher. They're like, here's an art education program we've come up with. I was taking all the education classes, I was taking all the art classes, and then my advisor's like, you're actually behind. And it's gonna take you another year and a half, 3 semesters to graduate. You're gonna have to take a summer semester and this semester. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
Mhm.
On top of the fact that every art teacher, I'd never met an art teacher I didn't like.
Yeah.
And every art teacher I had in college, I fucking hated. They
Yeah.
were like, you're doing art wrong. And I'm like, how do you say that? Doing art wrong? That's crazy. So on top of like them screwing me over and me being depressed about being there because I'm not built for school. I really am not. I failed out too because I had too much freedom. Because I stopped caring. Lost my passion for art. Like sometimes I do regret not pursuing it further
Mhm.
because like sometimes I'm like, man, if I would have been an art teacher, I could have like a lot of art teachers changed my life.
Yeah.
Like or like affected me in a big way. Like I kind of wish that I could be that for someone else.
Yeah.
But also on the other hand, I'm like, kids these days would destroy me.
Mhm.
I would get fired.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah. No, kids are terrible.
Mhm.
You went to school to be a teacher, right?
Mhm. I got my associates.
In teaching?
Well, general studies. I like passed the test and stuff.
Oh, to be a nerd teacher.
Mhm.
So, what kind of led you to wanting to be a math teacher?
I just liked math.
You just liked math?
Yeah.
Why do you like math?
I don't know. It's just easy.
No, it's not easy. You're a crazy person. So, what made you not pursue it then?
Just got depressed.
Yeah, depression ruins everything.
Yeah, it does.
Do you regret not becoming a math teacher?
Sometimes.
Do you think you would ever want to go back to school to be a math teacher?
Maybe, but I don't have time for it.
Also,
No.
fuck dumb kids.
Yeah, also that.
You can be my math teacher because I'm really bad at math.
Okay.
I mean, we did end up in very wildly different careers, I feel like.
Mhm.
Like, you have an office job, I have an office job. Like, neither of us are working with kids, that's for
Yeah.
sure. I'm in mortgages. Like, totally off base from anything art.
Mhm.
And it's a pretty good gig, though. Like, I work from home. My boss is absolutely amazing. And I did work pretty hard to get to where I am. I
Mhm.
learned that. But I feel like a lot of people, that's the problem these days, is a lot of people have to drop what they're passionate about to survive.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with me. I couldn't work full time and go to school.
Right. And that's almost not fair.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to the American dream?
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like a lot of people these days end up in careers out of necessity
Mhm.
rather than something they're passionate about. And don't get me wrong, I love my team, I love my boss, I love my job, I have it pretty good.
Mhm.
But at the same time, if I could sit at the kitchen table and create all day and get paid for it, I'd much rather do that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like people just get stuck in these career paths. Like, for example, I found out I was pregnant with Noah. I was like, I need a big girl job
Mhm.
after dropping out of college. Landed a gig in collections where I was just calling people and harassing them for their late mortgage payments. And then just like naturally progressed through the years to where I am now, which is like a processor. And you have like a desk job that you just like landed in because you also needed a big girl job.
Yeah.
Like you wanted stability. You wanted something 9 to 5
Mhm.
essentially and something that paid our bills.
Yeah.
So it's like it's great, but it's also not great. And we both came from retail for a while.
Mhm.
And you know what sucks is like you would think that with us not having like a job of like a passion of ours, that we would just have to work one job
Yeah.
because
Be
we're
nice.
making ends meet with a job that we settled for in a way.
Mhm.
Not I don't want to say settled for because we both do like our jobs.
Yeah.
But like a job not within the scope of like our dream jobs. But no, in this economy, we both have other jobs as well.
Mhm.
Like you work in a retail environment that you've worked in since you were 16, which is actually pretty admirable. Like I
Mhm.
do want to hand you that. Like that's very admirable that you've been with the company that you're with part-time like for as long as you have.
Yeah.
It's great. But then I also work at I work at a bar which is owned by a nursing home, which is actually very interesting.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of glad that I did land. Like, of all the part time jobs I could have had, I am kind of glad that I landed in a somewhat interesting part time job.
Mhm.
So, like, on your hand, like, you have the good thing about your part time job is that you have kind of freedom because you've been there long enough to, like, kind of not do what you want,
Yeah.
but like you have stability there.
Yeah.
And for me, I kind of have just like I need something interesting and something social because I
Mhm.
work from home and I get that with the bar at the nursing home,
Yeah.
which is so strange. I never in a million years would have thought a nursing home would have had a bar.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not only is it open to the public, but the residents of the nursing home also
Come
come
to the
to the
bar.
bar, which is really neat because it gives them a sense of normalcy
Yeah.
and like they get to go out
Right.
basically. And then just it's just so funny. And we've all worked I feel like a lot of people in life have worked like a lot of odd jobs and tried on a lot of different hats. I feel like that's something everybody can relate to because not many people, unless you've gone to college, actually, not even because not most people's first jobs isn't after college. It's like when you're a kid. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like people don't fall into or jump into the career of their choice or their dream job right off the bat. Like, we try on a lot of things to
Yeah.
find out what we want to do. One of my favorite jobs, even though it had nothing to do with what I do now or my dream job, was working at the bowling alley.
Mhm.
A lot of like I grew up there basically.
Yeah.
And I'm still in the bowling community to this day. And a lot of the people I bowl with are like, yeah, I remember when you were just a shitty little kid working at the bowling alley. And I'm like, yeah, I was pretty shitty. um, I mean, what kind of job can you wake up drunk from the night before, walk to work with no shoes, and keep your job?
Yeah.
So I literally partied too hard the night before, had my shift at the bowling alley the morning after. I walked to work normally. I walked to work. I got there. I couldn't figure out how to get in the building because I was still drunk from the night before. And my boss comes out and he's like, "Where the fuck are your shoes?" And I looked down at my feet and I was like, I can't tell you. I don't know where they are.
But here I am.
I'm here for work at least. And I had to wear bowling shoes the whole day, but I walked to work with no shoes. Like that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Phil and I were just talking about this the other day, how like the most ridiculous things happened in that place. It was like a comedy routine to work
Mhm.
there. There were certain people who liked me when I worked there, and there were certain people who didn't like me. So my one boss, who was like a dad to me, loved me. And then there was another lady that worked there, hated me. I'm like 18 years old.
Right.
Phil runs up behind me. We're like goofing off, and he tickles me and tackles me to the ground. I got fired for that. But then 2 days later, my boss was like, "Are you coming to work?" And I was like, "I got fired, bro." And he's like, "Okay, are you coming to work?" And then another time, I get in a fight with this coworker of mine because she did some really gross stuff, chased her down, drug her up the lanes. And my boss takes me into his office and he's like, there, are you okay? I'm like, I beat her up. I had to break up fights while I was heavily pregnant. I worked there for a while, like
Mhm.
on and off, like through all different times of my life. It was just crazy, but it was it was definitely an experience. And then we met because of honestly one of my favorite jobs.
Mhm.
Like I will say to this day that working where we met was one of my favorite jobs at
Yeah.
times. It turned into a crap hole, but
It started out good.
yes. Like so there was a dispensary by my house and I would go in as a at well it was med only at the time.
Mhm.
And I would go in as a patient and buy my weed. I would say I learned a lot about cannabis just from being a customer
Mm-hmm.
of that dispensary. So I ended up getting a job there when it was med only, and you had worked there for a while
Mm-hmm.
at this point. And we got along so well, but I ended up applying there because I had been laid off from the mortgage industry. And I was
Mhm.
like, I need a change of pace for like a minute.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, it was one of those jobs where we made a lot of friends and we had a lot of inside jokes and a lot of crazy
Mhm.
stories and people that were regulars. And it was just a fun
Like
job.
rewarding.
Yeah, it was really rewarding. Like, you could help people, and we also got to work with weed
Yeah.
and also got to smoke weed and also just got to hang out with our friends all the time.
Yeah.
What, we had a core group of like 6 people, I feel like.
Mhm.
Maybe more than that. Like at the beginning of things.
Yeah, for like a minute.
Yeah. And we would all go out together and hang out together and like talk weed together. It was just
Mhm.
a good time.
Yeah.
And then we fell in love.
Mhm.
Look at us. We went through the ups and downs with the company together.
Yeah.
And then with our friends together. And like, it was just a really cool chapter of our lives, I think, that brought
Yeah.
us together. So
I enjoyed it.
I know, it's like a blessing. Or that kind of brings me into the topic of like different types of people we work with.
Mhm.
Like, you can have work besties, work moms, work husbands, work wives, like
Mhm.
that kind of thing. And like, I feel like I always latch onto like an older woman figure at any job I have.
Yeah.
That's like my work mom.
Mhm.
Like, I always latch onto an older woman
Mhm.
at a job that I'm like obsessed with. Even at my part-time job, like my boss there is like a mom.
Yeah.
Like, I just like latch onto these women. There's something about like, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that, like having like a mom figure or like a authority figure that's just like real close to them. Like,
Mhm.
and I've had that at every job that I've been at, like even my retail jobs, like where it's just kind of like someone has like a special place for you, not quite a work bestie, like more like family,
Yeah.
but like also we had a lot of work besties.
Yeah.
I mean, at my part-time job, I have a work bestie now. Like, we've become such good friends at work, and then outside of work we hang out
Mhm.
now. And we started as like work besties,
Yeah.
and we had so many work besties at the dispensary. Like,
Yeah.
not all of them are still around, and like some have gone off and like had their own little lives, or like everybody kind of matured, or like just got distant, or like there's been like some tragic endings or some dramatic endings.
Mhm.
So I actually asked our listeners, like on our Facebook page, a couple questions about like this topic today. And one of them was like, tell me about your work bestie. And one of our listeners, Kathy, wrote in, and it kind of ties into the whole work mom thing too. She said, my work bestie from my last job is now my second mom. She would feed her wayward kids, feed my coffee habit, and just like
Mm.
always took care of me. My current work bestie is a horror metal girly like me, and while we encourage each other to be better women and moms, we also encourage encourage each other to be feral trash pandas too. And I think that's important. I really do feel like it's important to like who you work with.
Mhm.
I also asked our Facebook followers to tell me about their dream jobs.
Mhm.
Your cousin actually wrote a comment. Did you see that?
I don't think so.
So Destiny wrote, this literally almost made me pee my pants. I said, what was your dream job as a child? And she goes, I wanted to be a mannequin until my mom killed my dreams and told me they weren't real people. That's the kind of shit I live for, though. It's like, okay, your dream job is you're a doctor. No, your dream job is that you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
That's so funny.
Follow your dreams. Okay, so I want to bring back a segment that I really enjoyed from a couple episodes ago that we called Oops, I Ruined It. And that one was really fun, right?
Yeah.
So in this segment that we're bringing back, we basically come up with a list of things on topic and then the other person ruins it. So today I want to think of dream jobs and then one of us will ruin it.
An actor.
Okay. You only get cast in commercials for medicines for STDs
Oh my god.
or diapers, like adult
Adult
diapers.
diapers.
Incontinence is such a problem for me specifically. Like your Pee Pants McGee. That's
Yeah.
what your actress name is.
Mhm.
Okay, the ice cream man. Let's revisit that. How are you gonna ruin me being the ice cream man
Your freezer's broken.
all the time?
Yeah.
So I can't even be in business.
It only works at night.
And you know, if you heard a jingle from an ice cream man at night, you're running away. That's a predator.
Yeah.
Or a drug dealer.
Mm-hmm. A race car driver.
Your car only goes in reverse.
I'll just have to perfect it.
You'd have to be Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, like Ricky Bobby. Oh, florist.
All your roses really smell like poo. Ooh, ooh. A singer.
You don't have a microphone ever.
I thought you were gonna say I could only sing Katy Perry songs.
That's funny.
That's enough for today. That's our show. Thank you for joining us today. We had so much fun. We hope you enjoyed the show. And as always, we would love to thank everyone for listening. We love your support and we appreciate you coming back. If this was your first time joining us, please make sure you come back next time. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please email us at wljtpodcast@gmail.com or hit us up on any of our social media pages at WLJT Podcast. Listen to all of our episodes on most major streaming platforms as well as our website, www.wljtpodcast.com. While you're on the site, you can leave a tip on the secure link at the bottom of our page to help fuel Nikki's coffee addiction or our wedding fund. Shout out to all of you, our friends, and everyone who helps us make each episode great. We love you, and we will chat at you next time on
We're literally just talking.